Hi, I'm Molly, and this is Star Studios. 15 years ago, you conceived the idea for this movie, and do you remember just what the initial springboard was?
It was really just my desire to take the audience to another planet. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, since I was a kid reading science fiction, loving all those paperback book covers, from the 60s and so on. That was all the stuff that fed into my childhood, because we didn't have DVDs and video games and all this stuff getting barraged with imagery. You had to read a book, you had to think about it, and then if I wanted to see what it looked like, I had to draw it. So I had boxes full of drawings of creatures and weird alien plants and all kinds of stuff. This is like a dream project for me.
For older people, we can really appreciate what kind of a breakthrough this movie is. To me, it's like The Wizard of Oz. It's that bold and that different and that wonderful. So I just want to encourage older generation to get out there and see the movie.
That's good. I want to tell my mom that, because I think my mom would be like, oh, computer animated stuff, which it's so much more than that.
So much more. Even for me, seeing how every nuance of our performance capture is picked up in these other characters. We're not voicing these animated characters. It's not an animated movie. It is something brand new.
Jim raises the bar, and not only as you as an actor, but as a person, and you man up.
Because you have a pretty serious work ethic, and so does he, so...
Well, he's a truck driver from Canada. I'm a bricklayer from West Australia. I think we've got some kind of work affinity about, we can put away all the glitz and glam and just get stuck into it, and that's why we're mates.
When you walk into, you think, oh, it's going to be special effects extravaganza.
Yeah.
But you always bring it back to a very human story, a love story.
Yeah.
And that's always the case with you. And can you just talk a little bit about why we need that human connection, yet we have this sci-fi surrounding?
Yeah, well, I always try to in my films have a strong emotional through line, and in this film, I think the surprise to us as the filmmakers was how emotional the end result of the movie was, despite all of the imaginative imagery. Because I get all carried away with the design of the creatures, and I completely nerd out on like the texture of a banshee's wing and all that sort of thing, and that's fine. That's part of the process. But at the end of the day, you've got to move an audience.
Well, I know I did. I mean, I was really wrapped up. But speaking of wrapping up, we have to do that. So if you could, if we were about to step onto an elevator right now, we had about 10, 12 floors, could you give me an elevator pitch?
Okay, here's the deal. You're gonna go to a wondrous, strange, exotic world, and you're gonna have an adventure that's gonna make you think, that's gonna make you feel, that's gonna make you get angry, that's gonna make you feel this sense of wonder about how imaginative nature is, and you're not gonna have seen anything like it before.
Experience Avatar.